The four friends drive down a narrow, winding road, finally reaching a dense forest. Through the trees, they catch glimpses of the lake's dark, still waters, and a heavy silence fills the air. They set up their tents near the lake, exchanging nervous glances as the forest seems to close in around them. As night falls, they feel an eerie chill despite the warm summer air, as if something is watching them from the shadows. As the fire crackles, Sarah shares the legend of the cursed lake, explaining that locals believe it to be haunted by a malevolent spirit who drowned there centuries ago. The others laugh it off, but a sudden splash in the lake stops them cold. The next morning, they discover footprints leading from the lake to their tents, bare, muddy prints that seem too large to belong to any of them. Disturbed, they decide to explore the lake area to find an explanation. While exploring, they find a decrepit cabin hidden among the trees, long abandoned. Inside, they uncover a diary belonging to a man who describes seeing figures rise from the lake at night and feeling compelled to join them. That night, Mark goes to the lake alone, feeling drawn to the water. He hears whispers calling his name, and as he leans closer, ghostly hands emerge from the water, grabbing him. He stumbles back, barely escaping as the others find him in a panic. Sarah has a vivid nightmare of a drowned woman, her face twisted in sorrow and anger, warning her to leave before they all sink beneath the lake. She wakes up screaming, convinced it was more than a dream. They stumble upon a circle of stones by the lake, marked with strange symbols and long extinguished candles. Ian realizes it's a ritual site, likely used to summon or trap spirits, and they worry they've disturbed something. Emily starts acting strangely, speaking in a voice that isn't hers. She claims to be the spirit of the lake and tells them they cannot leave until the lake claims what it is owed. In panic, they try to flee, but no matter how far they run, they always end up back at the lake. As they realize they're trapped, a thick mist rises, obscuring everything and filling them with dread. Desperate, they attempt to complete the ritual by following clues from the diary. They hope to release the spirit by repeating the incantations written there. As they chant, the lake's surface begins to boil, and dark figures emerge from the water. Despite their efforts, the ritual backfires. The spirit of the lake, enraged, pulls each of them toward the water one by one. They fight back, but the shadows are relentless, driven by a curse centuries old. Mark, the last one standing, takes the diary and attempts to destroy it by throwing it into the lake. As the diary sinks, the spirit appears one last time, her expression one of sorrow and fury, before vanishing. Mark is left alone, the lake completely still once more. As dawn breaks, he stares at the water, knowing he's forever changed and haunted by what happened. The mist finally lifts, revealing an empty campsite. Years later, the local legend grows as new visitors to the lake report seeing shadowy figures in the mist. Rumors circulate about the spirits of the cursed friends, now part of the lake's endless cycle of vengeance.